Kiss. Kiss. 106.5.
Rose Leslie, who plays Ygritte, is here in studio with us. Hey, Rose. How are you? Welcome to the country. First time here, yeah?
It is. It is my first time here. So, yes, I feel I'm incredibly happy to be here.
You would get so many. I mean, when people watch Game of Thrones, it's just they're obsessed with this show. It's not just a show they like, it's a show they love.
It's not like Law and Order where, we'll
I'll
watch
watch
it.
it.
We'll watch Law and Order.
No,
That's all right.
no, they live by this show.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Do
It
you
is.
get that a lot on the street as a result?
I do. Well, not just necessarily me, but I know that as the whole cast do, and it's a lovely thing to be, to be in a show that is so adored.
Yeah.
Globally.
Even Barack Obama says it's his favourite show. The
No, he
president.
doesn't.
Yeah.
did.
No, he
We
doesn't.
heard that this morning.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
We
never
asked,
knew
what's
that.
his favourite show? Game of Thrones is what it came out his mouth.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very cool.
That's cool, right?
That is very cool.
Yeah.
I love a bit of Barack Obama.
You know who I like? Joffrey.
I love Joffrey.
I love his little
Now,
brat.
oh my God, I got a deep love for Joffrey.
Yeah. I
It's
love the
so-
evilness of him.
It's so great,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it
and
is.
You want to watch him, and you're completely compelled by him, and you're just like, I hate loving you.
Would
I
he be
hate
your
loving you.
favourite? Who would be your favourite character?
It would have to be Joffrey, hands
Yeah.
down.
And
I
he's-
do.
How would you describe him for someone that hasn't seen the show before? Like he's like a teenage king. that
He is. He's
could
a
just kill you at the drop of a
spoiled-
hat.
Yes, exactly, and it's the
yeah.
power that this young boy has, basically, because he's not a man.
No,
He's
he's
we're not
far
going to
from a
associate
man.
manhood with him.
Yeah.
So he's a horrible, devilish little child who has way too much power, who is limitless with his kind of like horrible little games, and he has a crossbow, which you should never be in a room alone with him.
You've not had scenes with him, so I'm wondering, do you get to mingle with the other side in real life at all?
We do, which is a lovely thing. And the hubbub of it, the main amount of shooting we do is in Belfast. And so there are times whereby you and the other cast members are, we're all in the same hotel. So
Okay.
we're there kind of like in the evening in the bar. But Jack Gleeson, who plays Joffrey, he's the only member of the cast I've never met.
Oh, so you've not met your
never
favourite
met-
No,
Oh my
he's the
God.
only one I've never met.
That's
Oh,
weird. Make an
wow.
effort.
Oh my God, I know, I'm trying.
Now,
Believe me.
there's a lot of nudity and sex going on in this show.
You've
Did that
been
worry
nude.
you?
You've been
I
nude.
have. Oh,
you've been
What's
nude a million times.
What's that like when you stripped off and the crew standing around? And do you feel comfortable doing that kind of scene?
Jackie, would you feel comfortable stripping off
God,
right
no.
now?
No.
No, it's
be
weird. It's a very
awkward.
awkward moment.
Yeah.
It's a very awkward moment. But you know what? They were incredibly respectful, obviously, as a crew, and it's a very welcoming set.
No one's
But
leering
it was
over
bizarre.
you.
It
Yeah.
would
It
have
was a little bit
Was
bizarre.
that
done
your
that
first
before?
nude scene?
It was my first nude scene. Yes. So I mean, it's jumping in the deep end.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think that you would be fairly naive to be fortunate enough to be a part of the show and not think you're going to get your top off.
Exactly. You would know that was going to come up at some point. And the filming conditions for you look pretty horrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, horrible. Do you know what? I kind of flip it on its head. I mean, Iceland is the most beautiful country in the world, but you're right. It is freezing.
Uncomfortable, yeah.
Yes, it is, and
I
rather
would, I
kind of
would love that.
treacherous
I love
landscape.
freezingness.
Yeah. See, I'm
The
not
colder
that.
the better.
Yes, I'm like that as well.
Jackie, you'd never be able to be on this show.
I don't think I could even take the role.
She needs the sort of
looking
tropical vibe all the time.
Yeah, your surroundings, I'd be like, nah, I can't do that.
And nude.
I don't want to be stuck in a blizzard. Thank you very much.
I know, exactly. And
You want to
so
talk to some fans?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
no,
do
that would
it.
be
Okay,
fantastic.
yeah.
we've got a lot
Excellent.
calling through. So Robert out at Wollongong, you are on the air with Rose Leslie. She plays Ygritte. Go ahead.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hello
How are
there.
you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Now, one of my questions is Ygritte pregnant with Jon Snow's baby?
Oh, I don't know. Is she or isn't she? Do you know what? I'm not going to be able to divulge
But you are
on that.
Ygritte.
But I am
But-
Ygritte, so actually
but
I
we-
should know, shouldn't I? I
can't
don't want to
say?
give away any spoilers. I
Yeah,
can't say.
that's fair enough.
I can't say.
A lot of anticipation for the new season of Game of Thrones. Emma, what's your question?
Hi.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I actually have never seen Game of Thrones, and I was thinking about sitting on the weekend and cracking open a box set. What I wanted to know was, in 5 words, how would you describe the show?
Oh, in 5 words.
Yeah.
Epic,
One,
extraordinary,
two,
gripping,
I was just going to say gripping.
sensational,
four,
Yep, and addictive.
nude.
high, and addictive and
Yeah.
high stakes and drama. I mean, I think not that you guys ever have bad weather, but it is the most perfect box set to kind of like close your doors.
Well,
and,
everyone will say the same thing about Game of Thrones. A lot of people are, I don't know if I like that kind of show. They start watching it. 2 episodes in, they're watching the whole marathon. They
Yes.
can't stop.
Yes, and that even if you've never been a fantasy fan before, it draws you in.
Yeah, it
But
does.
Sam's on the phone. Hi, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
What's your question?
Hi, I wanted to find out, Jon Snow broke his vows with you on Games of Thrones. Is he going to be punished for it?
Is he going to be punished for it? Well, certainly. Ygritte is on a kind of murderous mission to make him pay for abandoning her. So he's definitely going to pay from her perspective. But I don't know about the Night's Watch. You're going to have to wait and see in season 4.
If you've read
So exciting.
If you've read the books,
Yeah.
are they straying far away from what the books do?
Do you know what? David and Dan, the creators of the show and the writers of the show, they keep incredible. They're very loyal to the books, and it's so beautifully written that they make sure that every single plot line with every single character is kind of followed through.
Yeah.
So they're dedicated to that.
They
Have you had
are.
any injuries whilst doing this? Because I've heard that sometimes they think, oh, let's really actually drop her here so she actually has the real emotion of horror and pain.
Oh, now this is on the wall.
This is
on
on
the wall
the
sequence.
ice slide thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they built this amazing kind of 50-foot wall in its studio, and it was all made of polystyrene, and it had a wax layering, and I had to be dropped from a height maybe about 40 feet up, and obviously it was incredibly safe, and I had my harnesses on, and I loved it so much. I enjoyed it. I'm okay with heights.
You love that.
And of course the director was getting incredibly frustrated because he was like, for God's sake, we're not getting the shot. You're meant to look scared. You think
right.
you're going to be like plunging to your death.
You're
And
loving
of course
it.
I'm literally
You're
there
like, this is
smiling.
awesome.
being like, this is a job.
Here we go. More calls. 131065. That's the number. Maria is on the air. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Maria.
Hi Rose, how are you?
Hello there. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to ask you if you get distracted working with Kit Harington because he's so hot.
Oh, right. Do I get distracted? No, I don't. I'm incredibly professional. I'm incredibly
okay.
professional. No, do you know what? He's a wonderful man. He really is. And so we have a lot of fun together, kind of like doing our scenes. So it's enjoyable.
Do you guys ever have fun like pranks on set, or is it very serious? What's the mood like?
It's not serious. No, very much like the cast and crew were very much kind of like a family, and especially with the writers, with David and Dan, they like to pull pranks on different members of the cast. I'm notoriously bad at singing, and I absolutely hate singing. And
Jackie's awful too.
Yeah.
Oh, you awful too?
yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
she's
high
the
five!
worst.
Yeah.
God, I hate singing.
Yeah.
Can't do it for toffee. And so yes, the writers teased me that Ygritte was going to have to sing a song about a giant or something like that in season 3, and I fell for it.
You did?
Genuinely believe them, and I was there that morning, kind of like warming up my voice.
No, you
And
went
then it
all
was
the way to
totally,
the bitter end.
Yes.
In real life, are you single? Are you with someone? Are you engaged? What's your deal?
I'm single.
Why?
Yeah. Why? I don't know. I suppose
Not find the right one.
Keep
not
your
find the
options
right
open.
one.
Keep your
Exactly.
options open.
Exactly.
Yeah, you might meet an Aussie man.
Hello, Sydney.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Amy's on the
there's
air.
a line
Amy,
out the front as we speak.
what's your question, Amy?
Hi, Rose. I'm a big fan of the show, really getting into it
Good.
so much. My question is, which cast member is most similar to their character?
Oh, I would have to say, do you know what? Everybody is actually, I mean, the characters are so rich and diverse in their own way. I mean, it would be awful. Imagine if I said Lena Headey is similar to Cersei. I mean, that is not true at all. There are so many horrible characters in Game of Thrones
Yeah.
that are actually...
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I don't think anyone really
Hopefully
is.
none of them.
Hopefully none of them.
Hopefully, Joffrey's just like his character.
Yeah, you haven't met him yet, so we might be.
Yeah, it could be. Well, look, thanks, honey. Congratulations on the huge success worldwide of this.
you.
Thanks for getting the throne sent across. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
big dealio.
Yeah. And what can you tell us about the next season? Because we've
The next
seen
season.
teasers and
Yes, well, we are. I mean, this is going to be an incredibly dangerous season.
Yeah.
I feel, and once again, the stakes have been upped, and there are a lot of characters out there for blood.
Yeah.
There's vengeance
Yeah.
in the aftermath of season 3. Of
Yeah.
course, it's
Yeah.
stuff's going to get real.
we're all waiting for it.
Rose Leslie
Rose,
plays
thanks for coming in.
Ygritte. Is it how you pronounce it? Ygritte?
It is. Well, I go for Ygritte. It is a tough pronunciation,
It
but
is,
yeah,
it is. It's a tough
it's,
one.
it's a weird spelling.
Well, thanks for coming in, hun. Enjoy your time in Sydney. Good luck finding a Sydney man, even if it's just for a summer romance.
That's very kind.
never know
Thank
you
You're
like
welcome.
it.
Kiss 1065.